The news afternoon. First, the highlights. Lagos State sets 2035 target for methane pollution abatement. House of Representatives holds citizens' town hall engagement on 2024 budget. And foreign in Israel orders evacuation as onslaught on Gaza widens. And in sport, Rivers United coach laments team's loss to Dreams FC of Ghana in CAF Confederation Cup clash. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says global efforts to lower emission levels of organic pollutants would not yield desired outcome if industrialized economies continue to pay lip service to interventions that can double the capacity of subnational players in cutting organic pollution in the waste sector. Governor Sanwo-Olu gave the submission at the local Climate Action Summit, a side conference organized by Subnational Climate Action Leaders Exchange Scale at the ongoing 28th session of Conference of Parties COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The governor stated that the state government has the goal to reduce methane emission by 45% by 2035 in Lagos, predicted on consistent funding of its waste processing capacity. He said Lagos on its own had committed personal finances to double interventions in material waste recovery, which built waste processing capacity below the required benchmark. Governor Sanwo-Olu emphasized the need for Lagos to build an infrastructure that could process between 6,000 and 8,000 metric tons of public waste daily in order to reduce organic methane emissions. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA has assured the public of adequate traffic management and control during the upcoming Christmas and New Year celebrations. Acting General Manager of LASMA, Olaliko Bakarioki, said this while strategizing with the newly restructured management team, commanders and zonal heads at Oshodi. Bakarioki stressed that as a responsive way of strategizing to ensure free traffic flow around market, the agency is collaborating with relevant government agencies such as Kick Against Indiscipline (KAI) to ensure that activities of illegal traders do not affect travel time before, during and after the celebration. He urged motorists to maintain speed limit as they embark on their journeys into, within and outside Lagos, as major entry-exit roads in Lagos would be adequately covered by LASMA personnel for smooth and seamless traffic flow. Lagos State Government has restated plans to emphasize collaborative strategies to improve maternal and child health. Commissioner for Health, Akia Bayomi, stated this when officials of the Society of Gynecology and Obstetrics Nigeria, SOGON, Lagos sector paid a courtesy visit to the Ministry of Health. Abayomi called for precise data classification and an efficient referral system from traditional birth attendants to primary health care centers and high level of care, seeking SOGON support in empowering healthcare practitioners. The Commissioner addressed the sensitive topic of safe abortion guidelines, proposing a thorough review and stakeholder engagement to determine the best approach. Also, Special Advisor to the Governor on Health, Kemi Oguyemi, highlighted the urgency to tackle maternal mortality, stressing the need for collaboration between the government and professional bodies like SOGON, as well as the importance of retraining and supporting healthcare professionals. SOGON Lagos Sector Chairman Abidoyi Gbadigeshi underscored the urgent need to tackle maternal mortality and enhance women's health in Lagos and Nigeria. Gbadigeshi stressed the collective responsibility of various sectors in addressing maternal health challenges, advocating for legislative support to fortify efforts aimed at reducing maternal mortality rates. And now to the rest of the stories. The House of Representatives is holding a citizens' town hall engagement on the 2024 budget, and appropriation process has started in Abuja. The event is put together by the House Committee on Appropriation and the Program's Coordinating Unit, Office of the Speaker of Representatives. It attracted many personalities, including the chairman of the Appropriation Committee, Kabir Abubakar, his deputy, Iduma Enwu, and immediate past National Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Iola Omisori, among others. In his welcome address, Chairman of the Appropriation Committee, Kabir Abubakar, stated that the purpose of the gathering is to enhance citizens' involvement in the appropriation process. And the Federal Inland Revenue Service FIRS has announced a complete waiver on accumulated penalties and interest for overdue tax liabilities. Its chairman, Zach Adedidi, said it was in recognition of the challenging times. The FIRS typically imposes penalties and interests on companies that fail to meet their tax obligations. Adedidi emphasized that the waiver on accrued penalties and interest acknowledges the difficulties faced by many taxpayers in settling their outstanding tax dues. He linked this concession to President Bola Tinubu's commitment to nurturing thriving businesses. And in some foreign news, Israel has ordered Palestinians to evacuate several more areas as it widened its bombardment of the Gaza Strip, killing hundreds. The Israeli military declared on Monday via the social media site X that it was defining safe areas for Gaza civilians to minimize harm to them. The renewed bombardment follows the end on Friday of a 7-day pause in the fighting between Israeli forces and Hamas fighters, which had allowed an exchange of about 105 Israeli and foreign hostages held by Hamas for 240 Palestinian prisoners. According to Gaza's Ministry of Health, more than 15,500 people have been killed in nearly 2 months of warfare that broke out after Hamas cross-border raid on southern Israel on October 7, in which 1,200 Israelis were killed and about 240 taken hostage. And over to sports news, Rivers United head coach Stanley Eguma says his side's failure to convert their chances contributed to their defeat against Dreams FC. The Port Harcourt club fell to a 2-1 defeat against the Ghanaians in their CAF Confederation Cup Matchday 2 encounter on Sunday. Eguma said his side must work on the lapses before their next game. Rivers United will host Club Africans of Tunisia in their next game in the competition. And that was our news at 12. But just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms, X formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and on YouTube. Subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Well, did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered over 1,000 residents at the third phase of the Mega Empowerment Program? You can get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said global efforts to lower emission levels of organic pollutants will not yield desired outcome if industrialized economies continue to pay lip service to interventions that can double the capacity of subnational players in cutting organic pollution in the waste sector. The House of Representatives is holding a citizens' town hall engagement on the 2024 budget, and appropriation process has started in Abuja. We also told you that Israel has ordered Palestinians to evacuate several more areas as it widens its bombardment of the Gaza Strip, killing hundreds. And in sports, Rivers United head coach Stanley Eguma has said his side's failure to convert their chances contributed to their defeat against Dreams FC. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. This was compiled by Kayode Mafalasheri. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. A great sunny Monday afternoon it is indeed. It's now time for me to step aside for Micah Arocha. It's going to be here for a fire service calling. To have a wonderful time, Lagos.
For me, 2012, go just dey drive without information. Information about traffic for road. Information about wetin cause am. Hey, but now you be there. Traffic radio, now you be there. Information about traffic for road. Information about wetin cause am. Dem get better traffic managers wey dey give us hand information. Tune in jọ Bubara Shiti bó ṣe ń lọ. Last time waka inside mirror ẹ má kàn ó. Ọmọ àti gbájú dey traffic careful. Na so. Abúlé down. Tune in to
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Ajale ki aja, enter with your change. Jovi, I'm not willing to I dey talk my own now.
Oga, come on, may I pass?
Now Aja dey go, now Lekki dey go. Enter with your change, I dey shout.